Scheduling appointments, we like. Some of us, prospecting, negative connotation. Make sense? Language it appropriately, you're empowered by your language. Does that make sense? So it's appointment setting time, and what I recommend is either 9 to 11, 10 to noon, or 8 to 10. And it'll all depend upon the lead sources you're calling. If you're calling expireds, 8 to 10. If you're calling your past clients in Sphere, 9 to 11, 10 to noon. If you're just following up on all the internet leads and everything else from GoPro that's coming in, 9 to 11, 8 to 10, 10 to noon. But the discipline, look at your buddy and say, 2 hours of appointment setting, 5 days a week.
2 hours of appointment setting, 5 days a week.
Now, that really inspired you. But look up here, ready? Not forever, but we got to get the machine working. And that machine of you calling your past clients, calling your Sphere, calling your friends, following up on your old leads, calling every listing appointment you went on last year that didn't list. Make sense? You got more. You know where the gold is. Schedule time to call and schedule appointments. Now, can I give you a critical distinction? Please write this down. For the next 60 days, I want you to change your definition of an appointment. Can I empower you? Do I have permission to really empower you right now? I mean like breakthrough empower you. You guys up for this? Okay, I'm not sharing it. All right, let's go to the next point. What did I say to you last night? You gotta, it's an ebb and flow deal here. Do you want it? Yes. Okay. True story. Iris Hirsch, La Jolla, California. Moved from Detroit. You guys know where Detroit is? Detroit. Sounds better as Detroit. She moves from Detroit to La Jolla, and in her first year sells a condo, the one that she bought. Right? Next year she does 3 deals. Next year she does 12 deals. And at 12 deals, Bob, she was physically and emotionally exhausted. Right? Couldn't handle her business at all. All buyers, didn't know anybody. She knew 260 agents. That was her sphere. But they don't send her a lot of business. So she's just driving all over San Diego County. I mean, Chulawana. You guys know where Chulawana is? It's Chula Vista, but it's on the border, so we call it Chulawana. All the way up to like San Clemente, which is in my county. So she was all over the place and exhausted. Not really great skills, but what she really lacked was focus. So I'm in the prospect office of La Jolla talking to Nikki Marceliano, the manager. Just walked out of the meeting with those 4 La Jolla agents I told you about. And Nikki says, "Do you know Iris?" And I said, "Iris? I met you in Detroit. What are you doing in La Jolla?" She's like, "I live here now." I'm like, "Oh my God, that's great." I knew her from Detroit. We start talking, and she's telling me about her business. And she said, "Will you coach me?" And I said, "No." I said, "But I will give you one piece of advice." And she said, "Okay, great, give it to me." And I said, "If I give it to you, you have to follow it. Do you promise to follow it?" She said, "Tom, I'm desperate, and what I do right now doesn't work." I said, "Okay, good. Power of right focus. Human mind can only focus on one thing at a time, right or wrong? Tell me both your parents' names at the same time. Go. One goes first, one goes second. Human mind, one thing at a time. Some of you are ADD, so it's like this. This is the pen. I want a hot 570. That's Starbucks. Right? So I get you're all over the place. But you're still focusing on one thing at a time. Just some of you are faster than others. So I said to Iris, I just drew this out on a piece of paper. I said, "What do you focus on?" She goes, "I don't know. What do most people focus on?" I said, "Most people focus on drama, which is the farthest thing from the bullseye, right or wrong? Drama, farthest. This is the target, right? This is where we want to be. This is who's sleeping with who. Is the manager really going to fire me? Is the manager sleeping with the top agent? Right? All that stuff. Right? This one kills you. But another one is, ready? Incomplete tasks. Things that are incomplete. My website's not done. I still haven't figured out Facebook. Oh my God, all the things that I need to do, right? The laundry list of checklists of to-dos, right? Incomplete tasks. Oh my goodness. I was like, oh my God, Tom, I need to get my website done. I got to get a business card. I changed my, I'm wearing glasses now. I got a new haircut. I need to get cards done. She had an incomplete list. By the way, my friends, you ready? Very quick little personal assignment. Do this. Right? You know what these are? You list out for yourself what areas of my life, or specifically what things in my life, are incomplete. And you list them out. And then you know what you do? You hang this in your bathroom. And when you finish it, you close the circle. Because integrity with something is when it's whole and complete. When it's whole and complete. But when you have an incomplete, like my website's not done, I'm not consistent with my marketing lead generation, I haven't organized my database, I don't know a listing presentation. When all these things are incomplete, you know what? You have no right focus. Does that make sense, everybody? So then I said to her, here's where it really gets interesting. Your manager or someone is going to say to you, you know what you need to do? You need to prospect. She said, oh yeah, they told me I need to do that. Which really what she's saying is you need to make calls or make what we call contacts. But the problem is when you're focusing on making contacts, what do you get? Contacts. You get 37 chicken scratches on a piece of paper. I don't want contacts, my friends. I want money. Does that make sense? Yeah. So I show Iris, I said the next thing is you focus on leads, which is a real trap, because you've all done this before. You know what I'm talking about. This. Have I showed you my lead? This is a lead that will solve world peace. It's going to change my life forever. It's a $7 million buyer. Of course, they want a $15 million home for $7 million, but who cares? And we massage that lead like one asset manager of an REO account, and you just love it and hold it. And you know what? Leads don't pay bills. Okay? Ever. Watch. Call your prospect mortgage lender and say, who'd you guys sell the loan to? Because I'm going to send them 5 leads to cover next month's mortgage payment. But we put this emotional, Andy, attachment to leads that gives us no power. Leads are a piece of paper, right, with a name and a number and a possibility. That's all it is. What do we want to focus on? Appointments. I said this to Iris, and she goes, oh, yeah, that's where I'm at my best. I said, how many appointments did you go on last year to sell 12 houses? She's like, I don't even know. I think with one buyer I showed, 47 times. I said, well, that'd be 47 appointments. She said, so I don't know, maybe I went on 80 or 90 to sell 12. That's incredibly inefficient. You guys with me on this? But guess what's in the middle? Signed contracts. So what I said to Iris was, Power of Right Focus simply says, we have got to change our definition of what an appointment is to serve you. So here's the definition I want you to have. You ready? I want you to go on 1 to 2 appointments a day for the next 60 days. How about you?
Yes. Yes.